All right, guys, this is Mr. H. This is question 21 from the June 2026 Algebra 1 Regents exam. Basically, it's a conversion question. And for the first time in several years, they actually made you actually convert it. Usually they give you the conversion and you have to find out which one is the correct conversion. And this one, they just told you this is the conversion factors and they want you to kind of convert it. So we haven't done a lot of these, but it's basically um, you got to start. We're starting with 2.5 rods, and we want to convert it to inches. So now we're going to be multiplying. So they told us that their one rod is equal to 5.5 yards. Now the question is, should the rods go on the top? Should it go on the bottom? Well, we want to get rid of the rods. So we're going to put 5.5 yards on the top and one rod on the bottom. Now, we don't want yards, we want inches. So that means we got to convert using the yards to feet. So again, what goes on top? Well, we don't want yards on the top, we want feet on the top. And then that means we're going to have yards on the bottom. And to be exact, there's 3 feet in every 1 yard. Okay, now almost done. We don't want feet either. We want inches. So that means we've got to go from inches to feet or from feet to inches, right? So we started from yards, went from yards, no. We started from rods, we went from rods to yards, from yards to feet, and now feet to inches. Now, the one thing that we have done, actually, let me finish this up. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. If you look at the conversion table on the reference sheet, you should have that. And actually, you should know that, but I think it's on the conversion sheet. But this is what you need. Now, this is what we normally do. The rods are going to cancel. The yards are going to cancel. The feet are going to cancel. And all we're going to have left are inches, which is what we want. So what you're going to do is you're going to go 2.5 times 5.5 times 3 times 12. These are all divided by 1. So whatever that number is, that's what we need. So all I'm going to do now is go 2.5 times 5.5 times 3 times 12. And this is going to be the number of inches that are in 2.5 rods. So let's go back over there and look at this again. So we started with rods and we want to convert it to inches, and they gave us a conversion. They said 1 rod is equal to 5.5 yards, but we didn't want yards as our final conversion or unit. We want inches. So we had to use yards and feet. So we converted from yards to feet. That was our second conversion. First conversion, second conversion, but we didn't want to end with feet. We wanted to end with units. So that means, or with inches. So that means we also have to do a conversion from feet to inches, which is what we've done. And remember, if it's on the top and the bottom, you can cancel them out. Yards, yards, feet, feet. All we're left with is inches. So this is 495 inches. You just have to be careful on the units. That's the answer. That's how you do it. Now, we haven't done a lot of conversions. Usually we were just going through and trying to determine what the final units would be. We didn't actually do the conversions. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the new trend for the algebra exam where you actually have to do the actual conversion. And if so, we'll adjust. But this is what you needed to be able to do. So I'm going to stop and I am going to post this.